Fences by August Wilson, okay.
So before you guys start, what are you looking for?
Tina? Argatina.
What time of day is it?
It's 6 o'clock.
Okay, and what are you anticipating?
Him coming home and us having dinner together.
And what does that mean? How's that feel? I mean,
It's something I look
what
forward
kind of
to.
day? What kind of day was it?
For
And-
me?
No, for the character, for Rosie, right?
Yeah, right.
What
right.
kind of day was it?
I had a good day. It's a normal day. Nothing bad happened. I'm doing my normal routine, maintaining the household, cooking food for him, expecting him to walk in the door, and he's out back with his friend.
So now, this is a question not just for Rosie, for everybody. The choice of that is, that's fine. That's a choice. That's a choice. Any choice you make as an actor is always right. No one can say you're wrong. It's just what kind of choices do you try to make? You try to make the choices that give you the ability to have a huge range of things happening emotionally. So now there's another choice that maybe she didn't have such a great day,
Mm-hmm.
which means she's anticipating him coming home and wow, now I can have dinner with my husband. It's gonna make it really great.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if she had a good day, when he comes home, it's even gonna be better. Why? Why would that be good?
Because my husband's home.
No, I mean, that choice. Why would that choice be good?
Well, because
What happens in the scene?
either I could choose to be having a bad day and I think it's gonna get better when he comes and it takes a full turn, or I could choose to be having a good day and it'll be a great day because now I'm ending it off lovely with a nice dinner.
He's gonna make it even better.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that important for the scene?
Because you see that that's not what happens.
You see this great day deteriorating
Mm-hmm.
in front of our eyes, and in front, what she anticipates as being wonderful, now all of a sudden is a nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you that complete
Contrast, yeah.
contrast in emotions, right? Who gives that to you as an actor?
What do you mean?
Does the director give that to you, or how does that choice happen?
The choice should happen, yeah.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, sometimes directors don't do that. They just go action, and they're very good at the camera, the lights. You hope that they're good. But what they're not gonna do is give you coaching. They're not gonna give you coaching, because you pay for that when you do film. If you wanna do film, you wanna get coached, you don't rehearse most of the time, sometimes you do, but very little.
Mm-hmm.
You get hired and get paid because you know these things, or you go and get coached before on that scene if you really want to. This is all actors' work. So in other words, you get paid for all that you bring, and all the director does is go, thank you, places, thank you, you know your lines, action. And then he might give you a little bit of note and whatever, but, so, you wanna make those choices yourself and see that the scene is disaster coming, and you wanna show the change from heaven to hell. Because why? Then we see something really happening to you. If you can, you know. All right, so here we go. And for you, Chris, what do you anticipate coming home? Is he coming home from where, do you think?
Ultimately, I was hanging with a friend, kind of speaking about what I'm about to do now, kind of getting myself together and convinced and over my nerves to kind of let it out. It's that moment of face to face, finally facing it, as a
What's he
whole.
doing, do you think, on his way home? What's he doing? Or what is he thinking? What is that preparation before you come in?
First off, I feel going through kind of some kind of routine of how am I going to say this now? Okay, maybe I'll say it like this. Maybe I'll let this happen first. No. Maybe when right when I walk through the door. No, maybe I should wait until it's just a constant circle.
What do you anticipate's gonna happen as you walk towards the house? Do you anticipate anything about how she's going to take it and how you're gonna deal with that? I don't have the answer to that, I'm just asking because what in the scene takes you by surprise?
That
I don't know, you know what I mean, but I
Okay.
think, you know what I mean, maybe something surprises the character.
Husbands are always surprised that their wives are as unhappy as they are. Really?
That's a real good point.
Yeah.
You've got it all worked out. You got the girlfriend, she's gonna have the baby, this is the way it is, and that's it. And then all of a sudden, what? You're not happy?
Are you
You
really?
haven't been happy?
I'm
Well-
taking notes. Oh, okay, good.
It's funny.
Okay. Anyway, here we go. Let's take a minute, and just sitting in your chair, to go through the preparation before you come in. And if I may, I'll just do this when I shouldn't have to. You just work it. Why don't you just work your way without my clapping?
Mhm.
Rose, I got something to tell you.
Well, go on, let me get this food on the table.
Rose, I don't know how to tell you. Can't explain it none. So it just grows on you till it gets out of hand. Starts off like a little bush, and the next thing you know, it's a whole forest.
Troy, what are you talking about?
I'm talking, woman. Let me talk. I'm trying to find the best way to tell you. I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be somebody's daddy.
You telling me you gonna be someone's daddy? You telling your wife this? I have to wait 18 years to hear something like this. It don't make no sense at your age. I could have expected this maybe 10, 15 years ago, but not now. Why, Troy? Why?
Age has nothing to do with it.
I've tried everything a wife should be. Everything a wife could be. Been married 18 years. And I gotta live here today where you tell me something like this. I never wanted nothing half for my family. My whole family's half. My 2 sisters, my brother. Everybody got different mothers and fathers. Can never sit and have no conversation about mama and papa. It's your mama, your papa, your daddy, and your mama. And you wanna drag your behind in here and tell me something like this.
Listen to me, Rose. Now we can get a handle on this. Talk about this thing, come to an understanding.
Where was we when you were rolling around with some godforsaken woman? We should have come to understand it before you started making a damn fool of yourself.
It's just that she gives me a different understanding about myself. A different idea. I can step out of this house and get away from all the problems and pressures. Be a different man. No, I ain't gotta worry about how I'm gonna get the bills paid and the roof fixed. Get to be a part of myself I ain't ever been.
What I want to know is, do you plan to continue seeing her? That's all you can say to me.
I can sit in a house and laugh. Do you understand what I'm saying? laugh out loud. It feels good. I can feel it all the way to the bottom of my shoes. Rose, I can't give that up.
Well, maybe you ought to go down there and be with her if she a better woman than me.
Rose, it ain't about nobody being a better woman or nothing. No man can ask for a woman to be a better wife than you've been. I'm responsible for it. I've gotten wrapped up in taking care of y'all that I forgot about myself.
That was my job, not someone else's.
Rose, I done tried all my life to live decent, to lead a hard, clean, useful life. I done tried to be the best husband to you in every way I know how. Maybe I walked into this world backwards, I don't know. You got 2 strikes on you when you walk up to the plate. You gotta guard it closely. You can't afford to call strike. You're going down swinging. Everything lined up against you, what you gonna do? I cheated them, Rose. I bunted. You know, once I found you and Corey had a halfway decent job, I was safe. I wasn't going back to the penitentiary. I'd be laying on the street with a bottle of wine. You know, I was safe. You know, I had me a family, a job. And I was waiting for one of the boys to knock me in, to bring me home. When I met that girl, she firmed up my backbone, and I got to thinking that maybe if I try, I could steal second.
You should have grabbed me. You should have grabbed me and held on, Troy.
After 18 years, I just wanted to steal second.
We're not talking about no damn baseball. We're talking about you running off to lay with some other woman. That's what we're talking about, not baseball.
You're not listening to me, Rose. I'm trying the best I can. You know it's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
And I've been standing in the same spot with you for 18 years. Don't you think it ever crossed my mind with no other men? That I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget my responsibilities? That I wanted someone to make me laugh so that I could feel good. But I held on to you. I took all my feelings, my wants, my dreams, and I buried them inside you. I planted a seed, and I waited and I prayed. I waited for myself to bloom inside you. It didn't take me no 18 years to see that the soil was rocky and hard and never gonna bloom. But upstairs in that bedroom, with the darkness falling in on me, I gave everything I had to erase any doubt that you were not the finest man in this world. And wherever you was going, I wanted to be with you. Because you was my husband. You're always talking about what you give and what you don't have to give, but you take. You take too. And you don't even know when no one's giving.
You say I take and don't give?
You're hurting me. You need to let go.
Boy, August Wilson is beautiful.
Nice work.
Oh my
Nice work.
God, they are both right, and they're both killing each other, and it is a heartbreaking scene, and it's even. It's an even match. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
What did you work for tonight, Chris?
What a focus has become since kind of meeting the other day was a focus on sympathy, the desire of sympathy from her. Not just understanding, but, and not just acceptance, but the word sympathy, you know, understand that I've been working so hard for so long and I've just been standing in the same place for those 18 years and I deserve more. And I thought, you know, she would feel that for me, that I deserve more too.
You guys have a kid?
Yes,
You have
we have
one kid?
we
Okay.
have one together, one myself, and then you can say I got two. I got another one. There's three.
1.4 kids.
Yeah, about to be four.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the conversation, maybe you answered this. As you're walking home thinking about how you're gonna tell her it's going to be, at any time, did you think about how she might feel about what you're gonna tell her?
I don't think so.
Why don't you throw something at him?
Hmm?
Why don't you throw something at him? I have no idea how the thing was staged, but it seems to me if I was
Physically
told
throwing something at him?
physically throwing something at, or physically doing it with your voice, saying, "What the fuck are you telling me? You had a kid and you want to be with it?" You know what I'm saying? It's all on the same level. Don't you get mad at him and like put him in his place for being a shit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that is, if it comes out or not.
It's a lot for her to process.
But it seems to me also that
It's
your
a lot for her to process.
your line saying, "Hey Rose, maybe we can talk about this calmly," implies that you have gotten pissed off at him in some manner, for him to have that line in the script.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? What's the line you have?
About talking calmly?
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah, we can come to an understanding.
we come to understand. Well, there's no reason you need to say that if she has been understanding, you know? And you say, hey, that kind of thing. That's all.
Yes, towards the end you did really good. You got into it. I could feel it. In the beginning, I just felt that you were talking too fast, and you were not taking breaks between the sentences, and it's a very heavy moment. This is insane. So try and take more pauses between the sentences
Yeah.
to process the situation, and that will,
It's
you know,
something I've been working
it'll
on
help you
slowing
build
down.
emotional weight to that.
Mm-hmm. Grady?
Yeah, I think you're really zeroing in on what this feels like for both of them. I would say as a, where can the scene move? You know, you've settled into what the right tension is, but tension is an active force. I think it would build. I think this grinding, a gear has become misaligned. And the more it goes on, the more trouble there is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lamar?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you did both did a great job. I felt like you stayed at one place sometimes, like emotionally, like when I know a lot of things he said would have ticked you off and you really would have lashed out at him. Where this has a lot of range in it that you can play with.
This is why it takes so much time to get all that. But I thought, Chris, much more control as an actor with the nerves didn't get as much in the way. Not that you probably were the characters feeling them, but the characters seemed to be more in control rather than not. And it occurred to me that it might help if he didn't just come in and stand there, but actually came in and went through what he does when he gets home.
Okay, I hear that.
What does he do? He has a coat or jacket. And
I wonder if, like, I was going to tell her while taking a seat.
well, it just seems to me that to explore. I mean, when he walks in, does he just walk in and stare at her, or does he try to? Or has he got something to tell you? You know what I mean? So he's using again actual behavior, physical behavior of what you do in life when you come home, and let it come out of that.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, he might just stand and look at her, but maybe not right at the beginning. Maybe he's getting courage, with his back to her. He's turning, and we see what he's going through before he says Rose.
Yeah.
I get that.
That was the point I was about to make. Is
Bless you.
we were talking before you even worked on the decisions you make as an actor can really change how the scene goes, and you've decided with your buddy that you're going to do it. what if you don't know whether or not you can actually say it? And we as an audience see you decide, I guess I have to tell her now, right? I think you maybe walk into the house and this is on your mind, and is it tomorrow? Is it before we go to bed? Is it, do I tell her? Maybe I don't tell her. Maybe I keep lying. You know, and that there's so much more to pull from there.
Nice.
The dialogue is coming too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is explosive stuff you are telling each other. And everyone in the audience is processing this information as they receive it.
Right.
And they're personalizing it. That's August Wilson.
So,
So you don't know what you're going to say right away.
now, both choices are valid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what is the choice that gives you the most to play? Because if you go with what Grady's suggesting, we see that happening on stage, that you make the decision. Maybe coming home, you're wondering, she loves me, she loves me not, she loves me, she loves me not. The equivalent of that is, do I tell her now, or do I not? Do I tell her now, or do I not? Even when you walk in the door, is this the right time? And as you're taking the coat off, we see, all right, here goes. Rose, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now look how much you're able to show with that choice.
Yeah.
As opposed to we see it right from the moment you walk in. Do you know?
Yeah.
So again, both choices are valid. But which is the choice that you could show the most is what you do if you can. Most, you know.
And what's also very dramatic is you walk in and you've already had the argument out. You've decided. You've got all the information. You're going to tell her. This is the way it's going to be. And like, it didn't even dawn on you that you were going to get that kind of reaction from her. And you're hearing this for the first time. And it's a beautifully balanced scene with the dialogue with each character having to process dramatic blockbusting information. So
Great.
it needs some pauses for the audience,
Great.
for
Now,
the character.
Let's
I just
Okay.